Hey, I want to talk to you about my ELTA digital lesson. I decided to do a lesson for Twisted Tales, which is an extracurricular activity that I'm delivering to the students as an extension of their professional skills module. Basically, I've got students from all 3 years working with me on setting up the opening event for the Cardiff Mini Film Festival in June. This is something they don't have to do, so it's on a voluntary basis, but there is a group of about 12 people who are actively helping me set up the event. Unfortunately, only 3 people turned up for my lesson, but this is what we did. Basically, we had to look through all the online tools we have already. We'd previously set up a real-time board to get ideas, so we went through that again and reflected on the ideas we'd had. We've got some new ideas for what we could do to make it even better than we already intended to. Also, Nearpod's brilliant because you can incorporate other presentation tools on there. So I put in a Sway presentation just to see how that worked. I was able to put on a YouTube video to show them the potential venue. We're looking at the Masonic Hall in Cardiff, which is ideal for Twisted Tales. Just wanted any other ideas for backup because things don't always go to plan. Also, they got to choose the judge, and they chose Craig Roberts, so I'm getting in touch with him to see if he's able to judge. We've also set up a Pinterest board with ideas for the theme of the evening. So we had to look on the ideas that had already been put up there and ask them to contribute more towards it. Like some of the post-it ones in particular were great because they could put up their contributions, their answers, and we could all look at them and discuss them in real time. So that was a really useful part of Nearpod. I could find out what roles they wanted to play in the events. And also we need to organise more workshops and more meetings before the event. So I needed to establish when was a good time to meet up. And just any other ideas, basically. The types of learning that I was looking at, I'd say were blended in that we were mixing presentation with collaborative discussion. Also flipped in that they viewed and interacted on their phones with presentation and with each other. This is constructivist approach because they were learning through the activity, and cognitive in they had to think about what they were going to contribute towards the event. Now for this we had there's a feedback thing on Nearpod where you can find out. Obviously 100% of the students participated, so because there were only 3, so they couldn't really not participate. They came up with some great ideas, and having this post-session report means that we've got all their answers on record, which is really useful, especially in a workshop environment. I also got them to do a survey monkey as well, so that we could see what their ideas were in regard to using Nearpod for other lessons. Like they all agreed that it was easy to use. In regard to supporting learning, the big thing was they just said it depends on the type of class and the size of the class. So for this workshop thing, I felt it was ideal because it was a great collaborative tool and let everyone get involved and have their say in how we were organising the event. Everyone could contribute. I feel we've demonstrated what we plan to do very well. This is also a record for them, so they know what they've committed to doing as well. Everyone was included. And I asked them, would they like to see more digital lessons on their degree course, because this is something that's not really used. It tends to be PowerPoints from what I've seen, or seminars where you're discussing and you have a PowerPoint, but I haven't really seen much use of digital lessons. They as I said again, it depends on the module and again the class size. I don't know how well it would work for really big classes. The most I've tried it with is about 10 or 12, but they agreed that on seminars they might be really useful. So anything that involves discussion or collaboration, it would be ideal on. So there you go. Thank you very much. I also compiled some feedback from what the students had said. Basically, it's a great collaborative tool. It gave the students interactive control of the lesson. It meant that I could combine other presentation modes to keep everything in one place. And it was also a great way of recording ideas within a workshop environment. The cons were one class member had a problem with her phone that stuck, so she couldn't participate in one of the activities. So I think it may depend on what phones they're using, how good they are. Also, it's a shame because there were only 3 in the lesson, so it's hard to really assess how well it would do. But since then, I have done it in large class with more people, and it did seem to work okay. So the feedback for this is limited. All right, thank you very much.